Hello everybody, my name is Holly Smith, better known as Holly Smith PT. I'm an online personal trainer and coach and the owner and founder of BizFitness, better known as BizFit, and it's the #1 fitness program basically for all busy individuals who either work long hours, you work, maybe just so much, who are generally so busy. Maybe you're a busy mum, dad, educator, leader, CEO, ex-athlete, whoever you are and you're busy, the BizFit program is perfect for anyone because all the meal plans, all the exercise programs and all the strategies involved and all the coaching are all associated and catered around for you busy people, because a busy person's lifestyle is extremely different to someone who's not busy. And that's the thing. So I started my business about, I've been an online personal trainer for about a few years now, but I've been a personal trainer, in-face personal trainer for a while. So I used to go and do mobile PT. So I drive to people's houses, train them, and then knock on their door at 4:30 in the morning and say, hey, get up, let's train. And I used to be that person, and now I'm online completely and own BizFit, which is, I just absolutely love it. It's amazing to be able to help people all around the world stay fit whilst being super busy. So a lot of the people that I currently, coach and train, give a bit of a rundown, companies as well. So I coach and I give strategies and habit creating, programs to companies, to people who lead employees or a team, and that kind of helps them, because as it's part of your duty and care, if you are a leader of a company, that your employees are getting the duty of care that they need, especially with a lot of people working from home at the moment. It's so important that the duty of care is there for them, and you know exactly what they're doing, and they're looking after their physical, mental and emotional health, which is what it's all about. It's so important. So I think the biggest thing is, as busy people, is that you actually set standards for yourself. You have a schedule in place, and I'm going to give you 11 tips today which are going to help you and you can implement into your daily lives, and you can actually take away and put into action steps. I'm a big action step believer. If something is not written down, you don't have a plan, it doesn't exist. And the thing is, with the people I currently coach who are just crazy, busy, working long hours, the thing is, you might find that you're actually not that busy. You're not actually being as productive as you could be. And the fact is, if you do not start putting your health and yourself first right now, I'm telling you, I've seen it happen so many times, everything else around you is not going to work efficiently. And how do you, if you're a leader currently, even a leader at home, for your family, for your children, at work, leading teams of employees, how do you expect, if you're not showing up as a leader and putting yourself and your health first, how do you expect everyone else to do the same? If you're not leading by example, if you're not, for your friends, for your family as well, for your colleagues, you're not setting a good example as a leader. So it's important that if you do not put yourself and your health first, the biggest story I hear constantly and all the time, the most common story for everyone is literally they're hustling hard, they're working long hours, they're not getting enough sleep, you've got aching backs from sitting down all day, you can't even think about putting yourself first or getting a massage because you're just consumed by the days. They're going past they're going past so fast, a bit of rhyming here, and they just basically don't have a routine and schedule in place. And you know what? That affects their relationship with their family. They're not able to spend enough time with their family because they're constantly consumed by work. A lot of people will go to their doctors for a checkup and they say, your blood pressure is so high, you need to sort this out, otherwise you're going to die of a heart attack. Or I guess the biggest thing as well, a lot of people will go to their doctors and then they'll come to me and go, Holly, look, I need to lose a lot of weight. My doctor's told me that I'm on the verge of diabetes. And it's not until you kind of get into a situation where you get that little bit of a trigger. For a lot of women, they put on a dress or a tight pair of jeans, and you look in the mirror and you cry. That happens all the time as women for low self-confidence, because we've been putting our health on the bandwagon for so long, and we've just ignored all our health issues. And that's also with our mental issue as well. We've ignored our bad relationship with food. We've ignored looking after ourselves, that it doesn't get into a point where something triggers and you're like, oh my goodness, I have to make a decision to make a change. And that's when I guess people come to me. So I guess that's the biggest, thing, why people come to me. And for example, I had a guy who basically was ruining his relationship with his friends, with his family. He was consumed by work. He didn't have a good nighttime routine. He was going to bed at like 12 o'clock every night. He couldn't help himself but get on that laptop. He was having terrible sleeps. Couldn't function properly at work. It was just mental health was going down. He couldn't find the time and energy to exercise. And what we did was, and what I physically do is with my clients, is we sit down every week and we go, all right, we look at our Google Calendar. How do we time block everything? From what time you wake up all the way until you go to bed, we set boundaries for yourself. Because as a busy individual, if you do not have boundaries, and as a high performer as well, just your life is going to be a mess. And that's just total honesty. And I've seen it happen before. If you do not have set standards and boundaries for yourself, everything just comes falling down. You can't work efficiently. You can't show up as the best version of yourself. If you don't have your health, you really don't have anything. Like, if it's total honesty, if you died tomorrow, and you put, if you think about how much work and hours you put into your work, but you weren't looking after health and you died, it would all be for nothing, If you were hospitalized tomorrow or in hospital because you weren't looking after your health, then you can't work, can you? So that's kind of like, I guess, a perfect case study of, someone who was to come to me. It happens all the time. And it doesn't make you realize how important it is until something actually happens, or maybe a family member or someone actually died of a heart attack, and because they weren't looking after their health, that you go, all right, well, I need to actually sort it all out and take action. So I know I've been talking a lot, but let's get into 11 tips / strategies of how you can put your health first and implement it. So I'm all about action steps, and I want you to take away these 11 steps and implement them for me, because if you don't implement them, nothing's going to change. And if nothing changes, nothing changes. So the first one is, you got to have a real reason why. Why do you want to get fit? Why do you want to get healthy? Why do you want to put yourself first? Why, are you feeling stressed right now? You need to know the real reason of why you're actually doing anything. Is it because, your family, you're suffering with your relationship with your family? Maybe, you feel just disgusting every day when you wake up, in all honesty. You have a bad relationship with food. You're exhausted. Your energy levels are so low. You have all these things. So you need to write a list of really why you want to change that and what's affecting you right now. So you need to know your reason why. Why do you want to put yourself first? And sometimes as busy people, we think we don't deserve it. We work all these hours and think, only just, a few more months, just hustle a little bit harder, and then I'll look after myself. And that goes back into the mindset. A lot of us don't actually start a health and fitness journey until we're in the right mindset. But the fact is, there will never be a more perfect time. There will never be a better time. And if you've got that all or nothing mentality and mindset, then it's not going to be a lifestyle for you. And that's what I'm all about. I'm about creating this as part of your lifestyle now, because this is not a health kick for you. If you want to perform the best at your job, you want to feel the best you can within yourself, mentally, physically, and emotionally, this needs to be a lifestyle change for you now. And for you to be able to do that, you need to know the real reason why. You need to know, you need to set standards for yourself and goals, which we'll talk about in another tip. And you just got to take action, and you've got to get rid of that all or nothing mentality. Otherwise, you're going to yo-yo diet, and life and your mental state, everything is just going to go up and down. We want it streamlined. We want you to enjoy your life. This is a lifestyle for you. And the meal plans, exercise programs, they all need to be sustainable. So know your number one reason why. That's my first tip. The second thing is scheduling your days for success. Now, you're going to grab out your Google Calendar, or grab out your calendar, whatever you currently use, and you're going to time block everything. And I mean everything. It seems like a lot, but this works so well. And if you do it consistently and stick to it, it turns into a habit. I believe it takes 30 days to create a habit. But to be honest, I believe it takes 16 weeks for your whole body to do a full cycle of habits and your subconscious mind, so you can continue that for the rest of your life. So I guess the second step is grab out your Google Calendar. You're going to time block everything from what time you wake up what you're going to eat for breakfast, when you're going to eat breakfast, what are you going to do in your work day, exactly what you're going to do in your work day. So you are productive. Action steps, not answer a few emails. No, it's like what emails you're going to answer and how much time you're going to spend on that. You know, the catch-up time. A lot of us have catch-up times where we just whatever comes in, if someone calls or knocks on my door or whatever. No, shut your door and be productive and figure out what you're going to do in that time. There's no more time to fluff around if you want to look after yourself, because that time that you're spending stuffing around, you know, talking to people, answering phone calls when you know you shouldn't be, when you could be sit down and get productive, it means that you're able to get home on time, which means you're able to spend time with your family, which means you're able to spend more time looking after yourself and not working. And that's the ultimate goal. So time block everything. Put them in different colors as well. I find that actually really helps. So for example, you've got to wake up at the same time every morning, and that we'll talk about your morning routine a bit further down, a little bit later. And you want to wake up at the same time every morning, because if you do not, your body clock isn't going to adjust. The thing is, I wake up at 4:30 every morning because I choose to, not because I want you to. Don't do what I'm doing, because this is my lifestyle. But it means I go to bed at 8:30 because I want a good night's sleep. So you've got to have that, I guess, the work-life balanced lifestyle is that if you wake up early, you've got to go to bed early. You know, you can't thrive off 5 hours of sleep. And I know a lot of you sleep probably 4 hours and you can't even get to sleep because your mind is just racing. And that's because you have not scheduled your days properly. And we'll talk about a brain dump and all sorts of stuff that will help you get to sleep and be energized as well. This is all to help you guys. So you need to really implement these strategies I'm giving you. So let's go back to your time blocking. Time block everything from what time you wake up all the way to you go to bed, every hour of the day. If you wake up at the same time every day, you're going to have the energy you need to sustain for that day. If you go to bed every time, your body's going to adjust to go to sleep, which means you're going to have a better sleep. What you're going to eat for lunch, so you're not going to go, oh yeah, I might just, you know, grab the pizza down the road, some sushi or whatever people cook for me. No, if you're going to take leftovers from the night before from dinner, then do it. And you've got that written down. You know what you're eating for breakfast, lunch and dinner, and your snacks throughout the day. It will change your life. I could talk about scheduling forever. It's my favorite thing to talk about because it creates habits. But let's go to number 3, which is your exercise. Now, you need to know the real reason why you want to exercise. And I find if you want to lose weight, tone up, you know, just feel better about yourself, have more energy. There are so many reasons why. You need to understand your real reason why, and then you need to make it as part of your lifestyle, and you need to enjoy it. It's not, I'll see if I enjoy it, I see how I feel. No, you need to enjoy your exercise. So 1, pick exercise that you enjoy doing, and that's also going to cater to your goals. If you enjoy playing tennis or golf on the weekend, then do so. If you enjoy, you know, weight session, you love the, you know, the thriving feeling of, you know, getting up and exercising, going for walks and sweating and cardio, or weight training. Maybe you love lifting weights and, you know, feeling strong. Whatever you enjoy doing, let's implement it around your goal. If you're trying to lose weight and tone up, I really suggest you do a combination of weights and cardio to get your fitness levels up and to increase your muscular strength, which is also going to help. We'll talk about your lower back and a bit further down as well, because as busy people, if you're sitting down all day or driving all day or walking around, your lower back and your shoulders and your posture is extremely important that it is 100%. And we'll talk about foam rolling and all sorts of stuff that's going to help you do that as well. So number 3 is find out what's your goal in regards to exercise. 2, find something you enjoy doing. And I really suggest, you know, like really awesome things. If you're traveling, I currently deal with a lot of people who are traveling. So if you are traveling, the easiest thing you can possibly do and you want to do a hotel room workout is use a resistance band. So you can get one of these, they're pretty affordable. Or I suggest like the ones that are like circular, so I call them a booty band, and it's basically, it looks like this without this bit on the end. So you put that around your knees and you can do squats. I've got heaps of programs if you're interested, so just reach out to me via email at hollysmithpt@gmail.com or on LinkedIn as hollysmithpt, and I can sort you out with the program. That's no issue at all. But you want to do something you enjoy, because if it's not sustainable, you're not going to continue it. Plus you'll feel really good, you'll have more energy. I really recommend, a lot of people ask me, when's the best time to exercise? And it really depends on when you have the most energy. Have a look at your schedule. Where do you have the most energy? When do you have the most energy? And the most time where you can do a 30-minute workout and smash it out. I guess as well, like if you work out in the morning, I know for a fact you're going to have a really productive day. It's going to increase your energy levels. It's going to increase all those happy endorphins, which means you're going to be more productive, more focused, more happy, more positive, and more energized for that morning routine. You'll feel amazing. So that's a little challenge for you. Maybe wake up half an hour earlier, do a cardio workout with a few weights with your resistance bands, and see how you feel for the rest of the day. Schedule your days efficiently. It just sets you up for such a good day. Try that and implement it and see how you go, and let me know. I'd love to know. I guess the fourth thing we're up to now, I could talk forever, so I better hurry up. The fourth thing is obviously your nutrition and your food. So I'm all about eating whole nutritious foods, not about your rabbit food diet, not about eating less if you're trying to lose weight. It's about eating the right foods for you and your body type. So everyone's food and body type and everything should be completely different. But if you can just eat whole nutritious foods, like stick with literally, like for breakfast, overnight oats is an absolute go-to for all my busy individuals. If you enjoy fasting, don't have breakfast if you don't want to, but there's a difference between skipping breakfast and fasting. If you're fasting, I suggest you fast for 16 hours, so maybe have your last meal at 8 o'clock at night, and then this is great for weight loss, hunger control, and even productivity and your cell rejuvenation. So fasting's great. Eating your last meal at 8 o'clock at night, and maybe eating your first meal at 12 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And yeah, you want to eat whole nutritious foods. So for breakfast, overnight oats is great. You want to get your protein intake every day, so I suggest you get a protein powder, whey protein. If you're vegan, get a vegan protein, and that's just going to help you increase your protein intake. It's going to keep you full. And overnight oats is probably my number one busy individual breakfast. You literally just grab a jar, fill it with 40 grams of rolled oats, half a cup of almond milk or milk of your choice, scoop of protein, stir it in, you get different flavors, chuck it in the fridge overnight. It's there, it's easy. You can literally grab it, put your berries and banana on top, and you've got a high protein breakfast that will fill you up all the way until lunchtime. And if you want your snacks, I know a lot of people go, I don't know how to stop snacking, especially late at night. Just try and have it's about eating whole nutritious foods, and you're not going to want a snack. For example, if you're trying to lose weight, I really suggest 100 to 120 grams of meat of your choice, either steak, chicken, fish, whole plate of vegetables or salad, and then your small good carbs. So about 80 to 100 grams of good carbs, like rice. Brown rice is really good, or even basmati rice. If you're trying to lose weight, it's better. Got lower calories actually. Sweet potato, normal potato, pumpkin, brown pasta is okay. It's pretty good. Lentil pasta you can get. There's so much stuff you can do, but if you're looking for an easy, quick meal plan that will help you through your busy schedule, just let me know and I'll send you some info on that. Anyway, but going back to whole nutritious foods, breakfast, lunch and dinner, you want to make it a habit unless you're fasting to do and eat that every single day, and be prepared. Meal prep on a Sunday. I really suggest to all busy people is to eat what you ate for dinner last night and pack extra, because it's in the fridge. If you've got your overnight oats, you got your dinner from last night, there's no reason you're saving money, number one, and two, there's no reason you're gonna skip lunch, or because I know that can be super common as a busy person. We just get so busy that we just can't be bothered eating, or we forget to eat. In all honesty, in regards to snacks, try and stick with tuna and rice cakes, peanut butter and rice cakes. Boiled eggs are really great. Yogurt with a scoop of protein, that's a really nice snack with some blueberries. You just want to pick whole nutritious foods that are not processed, not full of sugar, and just preservatives. Don't eat it. And that's, again, you've got to go back into the reason why you're doing this. You want to feel your body. Your body is a vessel, and you need to, for you to perform at your best, just in your everyday life, and when working, you need to fill your body with the whole nutritious food it actually needs for you to be focused, productive, energized for the whole day. So think of it that way. For you to perform at your best, you need to eat properly, you need to exercise, you need to schedule your days, and you need to know your real reason why. So that comes down to my fifth point is you need to stay consistent. For you to actually stay motivated, which we'll talk about in the next point, is you need to stay consistent. If you're not going to stay consistent with your food, with your exercise, and you go, with your scheduling, and you go, I'll do this for 6 weeks and then I'll stop and I'll be fine. No, you're really going to stay consistent. Otherwise, you're not going to see results. You're not going to create any habit, and then therefore you're not going to continue that habit. So you need to create a habit first, and then it will actually, everything you're doing, if you find exercising or waking up early or eating healthy really hard, if you can just do that for at least 2 months, it's going to be a lot easier for you to do it for the next 2 months after that. So you just got to implement the strategies, do it. And that comes back down to motivation. I know I get this question asked all the time. How do I stay motivated? The biggest thing for you to stay motivated right now is for you to see results and to actually reap the benefits of exercising, eating healthy, scheduling your days, looking after yourself, putting yourself first, getting a massage. Because the fact is, when you start exercising, you're going to have more energy. You're going to feel productive. You're going to feel focused. You're going to be positive and happy. That will strive you to want to keep exercising. You're going to, if your goal is to lose weight, you're eating healthy and eating right, and you look in the mirror and you go, wow, okay, I can see, my six-pack slowly coming through, or I'm losing a little bit more weight, I feel comfortable in my own body. That is what's going to motivate you to keep going. Consistent equals results. Results equal motivation. Remember that. And that's my 6th point. So the biggest thing for you right now is to not weigh yourself every day. Please, if you are weighing yourself every day, please stop. It is so bad for your mental health. What you want to do is take transformation photos, or progress photos, I like to call them. So take a photo of before you start. So for example, after you listen to me and you want to implement all these strategies, take a photo of the way you look, just in, shirt off or bra and undies, whatever you want to do, and keep them in your phone, and every month take new photos. Because the fact is, you look at yourself in the mirror every day, which means you're not going to see a difference in the change. It's like when you go to someone, you haven't seen someone for ages, and you go, oh, wow, you've lost so much weight. And they go, oh, really? I haven't even noticed. It's because they see themselves every day and you don't. So that's why photos are more important than the number on the scale. Maybe you only weigh yourself once a month or every 2 weeks. Take transformation photos and look back at them and put them side by side every single month. This will change your life. It will keep you motivated, and you're going to see results. Alrighty, so the 7th step is to set standards for yourself. And this is going back when we were trying to discuss your real reason why you started this journey. And you really need to set standards, not goals. And that is what I believe, that's what all my clients are currently doing, and what I guess coach and teach, is that if you set a standard for yourself and a non-negotiable, you're more likely to do it, and therefore it's a standard, not just a goal. Like for example, I need to lose weight. That's a goal, right? How much weight do you really want to lose? 5 kilos in 2 months? You can do that. So what standards are you going to set for yourself? Are you going to walk every single morning? Are you going to eat whole nutritious foods for 3 months and be consistent? Like, what are your standards? What are your standards for yourself that you have to tick? What boxes do you have to tick every day for you to get to that goal? So you need to write a list of standards for yourself. Wake up at this time every day so I'm energized. Wake up, have my coffee and go for a big walk. Going to the gym 4 days a week. That's a standard and a non-negotiable. So you need to write them down, tick the boxes every day, and just do it, because that is going to get you to the result you're looking for and the goal that you want and we're striving for. So set standards, not goals. All right, routine. Your morning, lunchtime, and nighttime routine is extremely important. So your morning routine needs to be what is suitable for you. So again, this goes back to your time blocking. Wake up at the same time every day. Are you going to exercise? That means you might have to wake up a little bit earlier. However you feel in the morning. If you're not a morning person, I really suggest that you do work out either in your lunch break or at nighttime or in the afternoon. Try not to work out though after 8 o'clock at night. If you have no choice, then go for it, but it will just help you sleep a bit better, because your body will be, exercising gives you energy. You need to know that. So if you can just smash it out in the morning, then go for it. What is your morning routine? Don't put the news on. Don't fill your mind and your body with negativity. Set a good morning routine where you can wake up, say your affirmations, which I'm a big believer in, for self-confidence. It's very important. Read something positive, listen to something positive, fill your mind with positive things in the morning. Look after yourself. If you start the day putting yourself first, you're more likely to put others first when you're at work, your friends or family, and the people you surround yourself with. You're going to be a lot more positive and a happy person to be around, and you're going to walk into work and have a really efficient day. So put yourself first before you put anyone else first, and that's why your morning routine is so important. Oh, there's a motorbike going past. Let's talk about your lunchtime routine. Your lunchtime routine is so important. The fact is, if you do not take a break, you need to set a standard for yourself that you need to take a lunch break, and that means sitting away from your desk, not at your desk, because the fact is, like, your brain and your body needs a break. So go get your lunch, sit away from your desk, eat your lunch, or go for a walk, or do something, because do a lunch break stretch. I really recommend, I've got heaps of lunch break stretches if you need them, so just reach out. Stretching every lunch break is going to help, you know, your shoulders, your lower back. Yeah, you just want to basically open up your chest stretches like this one, and like touching your toes. Just move around for at least 5 to 10 minutes every single lunch break. It will change your life. And your nighttime routine, you want it to be, you know, for example, if you go to bed at 9 o'clock, maybe 8 o'clock, get rid of all your phones, get rid of all technology, and just focus on you and yourself. So if you can start the day and end the day putting yourself and your health first, then your life is just going to be so much better. I've just seen it happen. And these are the strategies I implemented when I was going through a depression, actually. And you know what? Changed my life, and now I'm not depressed. So I know they work. I practice what I preach, and everything I do and my clients do, I've done it all before. And this is what what I teach and what I coach. So your nighttime routine, look after yourself, give yourself a facial, you know, sit down on a couch, watch TV with your family, and enjoy being in the present. Don't open that laptop and start working, because it will ruin your moment, and then you'll start thinking about things at nighttime. So the biggest thing with your nighttime routine is you don't want to go to bed thinking about work. I know a lot of busy individuals, your mind is racing from such a big day, and what you're thinking about what you're doing for the next day. So what you really need to do is you need to grab out a piece of paper and brain dump everything that's going on before you go to bed. Get rid of your phone, read a positive book, I don't know, but also brain dump. So write down everything that's going on in your brain. For example, I've got to call that person, I've got to do this, I've got to do that tomorrow. Oh, I'm stressed about this person, I've got anxiety about this, I'm fearful about this, I've got to remember to pay this person. Whatever it is, write it all down, and then you need to create action steps that you can implement tomorrow, the next day, to get that done, so you're not thinking about it every night and stuck dwelling on it. Awesome. All right, so that's your morning, your lunchtime, and your nighttime routine we've just discussed. Posture, let's talk about your posture. So when you're sitting down, which is point number 9, you need to make sure good posture is you're using your core, which protects your lower back, and your shoulders are back. So you want to sit up straight, tuck your core in, roll your shoulders back, and you need to be really mindful of it. I really recommend as well that you get yourself a foam roller. So this is my tip number 10, is get yourself a foam roller. So this is quite a bumpy one. You can get flat ones, which are a lot better for you if you're just starting out, because it won't hurt as much, but it's just like getting a massage. When you go get a massage, all your toxins are released and you're just getting rid of all those knots. If you can foam roll every second day, especially if you're working out, foam roll on the body part that you've actually just, for example, if you train glutes and legs and calves, then foam roll that. And what you want to do is, it's literally just like you roll on it. I've got heaps of videos, I've got stuff on my YouTube of how to foam roll, so you can just look on it, but you want to lean on it, foam roll. This will change your life. Look up on YouTube how to foam roll if you don't know how to do it. Absolute game changer. If I did not foam roll, I would be a walking mess right now. I'm currently training twice a day, and I love it too. So I guess that's the biggest thing, and you can get trigger points as well. So you can put these on like your muscles, and you just lay on it, and make sure you're not on the bone, on the actual muscle. But this, good posture, working on your core muscles, make sure your posture is good. You're doing your lunchtime stretches, you're foam rolling, like your life is just going to change. And go for heaps of walks. Try and walk as much as you can. The more you move, the better you'll feel. Send those happy signals to your brain. You'll feel focused, more productive. So walk as much as you can, or even make a standard for yourself to walk every single morning, or every single night, or in your lunch break. And that comes to, I guess, I think we just did 10, but drink lots of water. Try and drink, 2.5 to 3 liters of water every day. If you're terrible at drinking water, drink soda water and lime. That really helps. Not all day, but try and just have a glass of water with every meal. That will help as well. But you'll just see the biggest difference. If you're working in an office currently with the aircon, like, you just get so dehydrated. Plus, if you're drinking coffee every day, that dehydrates you as well. So you need to make sure with every cup of coffee you drink, you're drinking a cup of water to hydrate you. So that might mean you need to drink extra water. And that comes to my 11th and last tip, which is the most important. It's asking yourself the most important questions so you can have a successful week and a successful month. So this is what I ask all my clients in our coaching sessions, and you need to ask yourself this question every week when you schedule your weeks and your days. How can I have the most successful week in my business? What do you need to do? Write down a list of things and then action steps of how you're going to do that. What do you need to do to have the most successful week in your health and fitness? Do you need to walk every week, every day? Do you need to eat those whole nutritious foods and stick to your diet? What standards are you going to create for yourself? And what action steps are you going to implement to have the most successful week in your health and fitness? And then my last two is, what do you need to do to have the most successful week in your personal development? Like, do you need to actually schedule in time to spend time with your family? Do you need to focus on maybe spend an hour being creative and coming up with new ideas? What do you need to do to grow as a person, and how can you be successful in that for that week? Then set action steps for yourself. And the last one is, what would you do if business and life in general just got 10x busier? What would you do? So the biggest thing for you right now is life is always going to get busier. And if you're not looking after yourself right now and not implementing this, the strategies and the tips that I've given you today, your life is just going to fall apart. And I've seen it happen before. And I don't want that for you. So seriously, take away these tips today. What would you do if your life got 10x busier? If you didn't have your health and yourself and put yourself first. Remember, if you don't have your health, you have absolutely nothing. So start implementing these strategies. I hope they help. Feel free to follow me on Instagram, Holly_Smith00, or BizFit, biz.fitt on Instagram, and I'm also on LinkedIn as Holly Smith, which I'm probably most active on. But yeah, feel free to reach out to me anytime if you're interested in the BizFit program and you're a busy person who needs to get fit and healthy.